Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProblemMoney.com. The Ollo credit card appears to be dropping some people's credit scores due to a technical glitch. Seems to be an ongoing issue without a solution at this point. We're going to talk a little bit about what has happened, but first I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you've not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So the Ollo card, which is a credit card mostly for people who are trying to rebuild their credit, it is a card that oftentimes comes by invitation, so it is not necessarily one that is out there sort of for mass applications. So a smaller company here that targets people that have maybe a little lower credit scores who are trying to rebuild. So anyway, Ollo this weekend, I've been following this thread on the My FICO boards to see kind of what's been going on. And on Sunday, someone first complained that their Ollo card had been shut down without any notice. And the only reason they knew it had been shut down is because they tried to use their card and it didn't work. And then they, did the follow-up work to find out what had happened and saw that their account was closed completely. Now, any credit card company can close your account down for pretty much any reason, and we do see this happen with some issuers where they just decide they are going to manage their risk and they are going to close down a certain number of accounts. So it's nothing new from that perspective, but what was different here is the number of other people that chimed in and said this had happened to them at the same exact time, no notice. The only time they realized that their account had been closed was when they went to go use their card, and all of a sudden it didn't work anymore, and then they did the follow-up to find out what was happening. So it seemed something bigger was going on with Ollo. And then Ollo came out with the message that yes, this was a system glitch. This was not something they intended to do. These closures were not real, but what ended up happening was, to some Ollo customers, that closure got reported as a charge-off to at least one credit reporting agency, and so people were saying today that they were seeing their credit score drop by as many as 60 points. Now, those account closures are somewhat understandable. Mistakes do happen. You do have technology issues, and you could see how an account that is open could be closed by mistake. What's harder to understand is how that card that gets closed then gets reported to the credit reporting agency, not only as a closure, but as a closure that is a charge-off, as if the person walked away without paying their bill. I think the part that is the hardest to understand is how Ollo let these reports get to the credit reporting agency when so many of their customers are people that are trying to rebuild their credit. That's really kind of what the Ollo card is about. So the people that are their customers are people that are trying to rebuild their credit, trying to do the right things, and they're the people that can least afford to have another hit to their credit because, you climb the mountain and then you just kind of get taken back down, and you don't want to get taken back down by the very credit card that sort of promised to help you get out. Now, Ollo says they are working hard to fix the problem. Charge-offs can be removed from your credit report if they are mistakes, so I assume Ollo is going to do that wherever this has happened. However, we don't know how long that's going to take, so if you are someone that had this card and had the charge-off and maybe you were going after a new auto loan, or I hope not, a mortgage loan, well then this is something that it could look like you suddenly have a new charge-off and you don't have any real great way to, dispute it if you were going after another loan. You could say, oh, that's a mistake. Well, these mistakes don't happen very often, so if you were going after another loan, this is something that could hurt you. But I'm sure from Ollo's end, they are going to reverse this as soon as possible. So hopefully for most people, this is just going to be a glitch. Now, for Ollo, this could be just a bump in the road, or it could be something that really hurts them. It could even be an opportunity to do things right and make people feel better about the fact that they corrected their mistake. But Ollo is not a very big company, and so far, while they are saying sort of the right things in terms of we're going to fix this and we're going to make sure that you're not hurt by it, when things were at their worst, when everyone was calling in, they basically put a recording on and said, we're working on it, and nobody could talk to a live person at that point, which doesn't exactly breed a lot of confidence if you're an Ollo customer. So we will see what happens. As I said earlier, I have had a favorable impression of Ollo up until this point, seen mostly good reviews from people that were Ollo customers. So this is kind of a big screw up, and so we'll see where they go from here, if their customers, jump off board when they get the chance to, or whether they stick to them if Ollo makes it all right again. But anyway, if you have an Ollo card and you have had any of these issues, you are not alone today, and hopefully everything will be worked out soon. Questions, comments, put them in that comments section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and as always, please go to proudmoney.com where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thank you for watching. Bye.